Hi, everybody, and welcome. I just wanted to come on here really quickly and tell you my reasons why I have decided to step away from my Stampin' Up business. Um, Over the last year, it's been a little bit rough. I've had a lot of stuff going on personally, um, crafting wise, as to trying to figure out what I really want to do, what I really want to work on. So ultimately, I have decided that I really want to get back into scrapbooking. And I just find that personally for me, um, Stampin' Up just doesn't give me what I want and what I need in order to do the kind of scrapbook layouts that I really want to do. It doesn't mean that I will not use Stampin' Up products, because I will. I have plenty of it, and I have plenty of paper that needs to be used, and I have plenty of stamp sets and die sets that I can incorporate. It just means that I just don't want to no longer, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. No longer want to for to be my main source. There we go, of supplies. There we go. I think that's what I was trying to pretty much say. So I'm not stepping away from crafting and creating at all. And I'm not even stepping away from it as a business. A lot of people actually purchase my finished cards that I do, and things like that. So that things like that are still going to continue, and I'm still going to continue to use Stampin' Up products. This doesn't mean that I'm gone forever. Um, it's just that right now it's not for me. Um, I have joined another company, um, just because they're giving me what I need and what I want um, out of my creating. So, in the way that they operate their business, is a lot more catalogs, but is a lot fewer products. And so the way that I've always approached my Stampin' Up business was I purchase up front, just because things eventually go in back order. And I'm very impatient. So, so I may order really big, and then I won't order for until like the next catalog. And usually around January, February, March, that's the only time period where there isn't necessarily a new catalog coming out. So I do have to make purchases in order to keep my minimums. Well, another reason why I am leaving um, Stampin' Up, the last annual catalog, well, the current one, I really did not care for. I found products that I loved, and stuff, and that I used. Um, then the holiday catalog came out, and I didn't like the holiday catalog. Once again, I still found products that I loved. Like, I love the polar bear stamp set. I love the peaceful cabin. I love the whimsical trees. But that was, and there was another one that I got. Well, actually two more. But that was just about it. I'm used to loving the entire catalog. Um, but even then, I still didn't fret about it, because my favorite catalog is usually the spring catalog, which is now the January through June catalog. And I went to the on stage event, had a good time, but I didn't like the catalog. Um, and this time it was like I really didn't like the catalog. And so it kind of made my decision a little bit easier for me, because I wanted to keep it, because I do love getting my discounts. I love being able to get my supplies at a discount, but I just couldn't justify spending the money on products that I don't like, just to put it honestly and bluntly. Um, and then when I think about January, February, March, when I do have to usually put in orders just to keep my minimums, that was something that was just going to be very difficult because there wasn't anything that I really wanted to get. So that was another reason why I decided to go ahead and leave. Earlier this month, my boyfriend had a stroke. It reminded me, luckily everything is okay. It wasn't a massive stroke, so thankfully. So he got all his functions back. He's doing wonderfully. Um, but then that reminded me of the precious moments that we have here on this earth and how much I really want to document and scrapbook. So it basically ended up circling back around to that and wanting to work on preserving memories. And one of the things I want to do is like, and I've worked on it here and there throughout the years. It's like an all about me, things that I'm loving in the moment. Like I did a scrapbook page. Let me show you. I can show you. And it's just a basic scrapbook page. I've been keeping my pages in here until I can get some protectors. Okay, making sure this is not hooked on something else. I feel like it's stuck on something. Okay, there we go. So one of the things I learned is how to cut out your thing so you can preserve more of your paper. But this is a scrapbook layout that I did. And this was just on fall 2001 movies that I have watched. And so I picked 4 movies that I watched, which was The Pumpkin Pie Wars. That was really good on Hallmark. Doomed, Halloween Kills, and Falling for Look Lodge. And so I just picked 2 pictures. One is from the Pumpkin Pie Wars, and then one is from Dune. So I can go back and I can look at this like, oh, in 2001, these are the top movies that I really liked and I looked at back then. You know, be able to share these things with my daughter so she can sit there and say, oh, my mama really liked Hallmark movies, or she really into, like my daughter's really into scary movies. So that's how I ended up watching Halloween Kills. And stuff, so she can have those memories of me and then getting to know me a little bit more, things that I don't express, and so she doesn't realize that, oh, mommy really likes doing these things. And so I want to do more of that. And I think that's about it. But you know, those are my main reasons for wanting to leave. You never know. I may be back in a year, maybe back in 2 years. I don't know. But you know, the other piece of it is financial, and so it's the same. I joined close to my heart. It's the same minimums as Stampin' Up, but like I said, the only real difference is they have a more frequency in catalogs, but their price point is more affordable. So I'm always looking for a deal. I'm always wondering what can I get for my money? But I also like the fact that they put things into kits so you're using only what you need. So if you get the workshop on the workshop kits for scrapbooking or card making, you're only getting what you need to create those projects. But they also sell the paper packets, but even the paper packets, you're only getting 6 sheets, 3 designs. I'm sorry, 2 of each of 6 designs, I believe it is, or 3 designs, but you only get 6 sheets of paper. And they're the mini catalogs. In their annual catalog, their paper packs have 12 sheets. But it allows you to just, instead of supporting, really just using the your products. And so I found that is something that I need, because I have accumulated a lot over the years, and I have well over 200, maybe more than that, Stampin' Up stamp sets. So so crafting and continuing on is never going to be a problem. So it's just, you know, where I decided to spend my money. That's basically what it just comes down to. And being able to budget out a little bit more on what I want to do. um Also, I just wanted a little bit more freedom in being able to use my Cricut. I wanted freedom to incorporate other products into my layouts, and things like that. And I just found that going to Close to My Heart was going to be the best option for me, and for what I wanted, and for what I needed. So that's basically what it just comes down to and stuff. So there's nothing wrong with Stampin' Up. I don't have a problem with their products. It's just that right now it's not for me, and I needed to make that change. So that is all. I thought about what I was actually going to switch over this channel, because now I've made a little bit more of a generic business. Um, Instead of calling it like Stamping with Candace or anything like that, or it's basically now Teach, Learn, Create TLC with Candace. And that way, that title is so generic, it's not any way connected to a company, and that way it can go with me throughout the years in whatever journey. Because my main goal is going to be to teach scrapbooking, card making, party favors, and other 3D projects. So I have an idea, and I have a plan, um, and so it's just about putting that plan into action now. Um, YouTube wouldn't let me change the name of this channel, because right now it's named Candace Fields Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator. And I think it's because it's connected to my email, and it's a sub channel of that main channel, however YouTube works. So they wouldn't let me change it. So I have switched over to my other YouTube channel, which is Candace F, because it's just my name. And so it's not connected to anything. So that's what I've done. I will put updates here for you to join me on my other channel to see what I'm doing over there. And stuff. So I've done a couple of videos. I've actually collected maybe about 9 Close to My Heart ink pads now. And I did do a little comparison between Stampin' Up and Close to My Heart ink pads. And stuff. So that's just pretty much where I will be going forward for right now. So that is all that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoy your crafting. And please do join me over at Teach, Learn, Create with Candace at .blogspot.com to see what I am up to there. And that's about it. So, alrighty guys. Bye-bye.